Since Twilight came out 12 years ago, fans have been divided over Team Edward or Team Jacob. To give a little bit of background, Edward is a mysterious vampire and Jacob is a werewolf who's very assertive, and they're both in a love triangle with the main character Bella Swan. Edward and Jacob both are very in love with Bella and constantly fight over who gets her. Hi, I'm Anna Travis and I've always loved Twilight. Today I'm going to be talking to you about why Edward is better than Jacob and how Edward is a gentleman and selfless throughout the whole movie and book series, and why Jacob is pedophilic and selfish. Throughout the whole series, Edward behaves gentlemanly and kind to everyone. He acts like this not only to Bella, but also to other people, such as Bella's dad. In a book written by Chris Blazina, he brings to light a social analysis of Edward Cullen's influence. He states, Edward Cullen both manipulates and exposes the idea of a gentleman. A gentleman has become the epitome of a perfect suitor, always unfailingly polite, unbelievingly self-controlled, and moral and dedicated and protective beyond reason. During his first date with Bella, Edward goes to her father and asks to take her out on a date and tells him when he's going to have her back at a reasonable time. And also he politely declined Bella's advances onto him, saying that he wants to wait for marriage to do anything sexual because he cherishes her and her body and respects her. Edward was also the epitome of selfless. Throughout the series, Bella's life was constantly in danger because of Edward, because there were villains and enemies who wanted to see her dead. Edward, trying to protect her, went out of his way to seek out the highest authorities and asked for them to take his life so he could save Bella. The target audience of Twilight is teenage girls, and when teenage girls see how dedicated Edward was to Bella, even to go so far as to give his life, it really influences how they see men in real life and how far a man should be willing to go for her. In an article by Darcy Ann Burdett, she reveals how he was trying to teach her that she was in fact important. Despite her awkwardness, he was eternally loyal. She says how seeing Edward in Twilight influenced her life and this has similar effect on many other people and women, how they view men in real life. The list can go on about Edward Cullen and his amiable qualities, but today we're going to talk about Jacob Black and the disturbing facts about him. During a very vulnerable time for Bella, when she almost found out that Edward was dead, Jacob Black tried to kiss her even when she was crying and upset and just needed a friend to be there. She got angry and punched him, and he knew really well that he could overpower her anytime. This is very disrespectful and very selfish to take advantage of Bella in such a vulnerable moment, and shows that he only had what was his best interests at heart. According to an article by Gabrielle Silva, in Twilight movie, Jacob lied to Edward that Bella was dead so he wouldn't have to fight over Bella against Edward anymore. Not only is this disturbing, but what's even more terrible is Jacob imprinted on Bella's baby, which is the equivalent of a modern day betrothal. This is very pedophilic, and the fact that he was in love with someone who wasn't even born yet and through all stages of her life while he was an adult is gross, to say the least. It's easy to see how Edward Cullen was a better character with the evidence that I've given you. Once again, I'm Anna Travis, and today I told you how Edward Cullen proved himself on multiple occasions, while Jacob Black only had his best interests at heart. So, if anyone asks you if you're on Team Jacob or Team Edward, you'll know the right answer.